Okay, here we are again on our travels, another edition of Cars of Sweden Live. Here's Sean.
Okay.
What we got, mate?
We got a AC Cobra Replica. It's a 427 Cobra kit that was imported from the US. We think we haven't come to be 100% sure that it's what year it was built, but it's sometime in the 80s. And it was driven in the States, imported to Sweden, been in Sweden for about 10 years.
Okay.
But the guy who owns it, he decided that the gearbox and the engine was a little bit worn and the back axle wasn't right, so he set it all up. So you have a look under.
All right. So everything was built outside of Sweden then, yeah?
Yeah, the car was a running car when it was imported, and when he bought it, it was a little bit low power on the engine. The gearbox was so that it was an old used. And then the back axle was, you know, a little bit old and worn. So he decided to start fixing it. It's not a running car, but he's done a lot of things. And the only things you need to do to this car now is the electrics and the plumbing.
All right, nice.
And a few small things, but the big jobs are done. Fix the chassis, fix the back axle, front axle, new engine, new gearbox, new fuel system. So, you know.
Right, I had a little sneak peek at that engine, so we're going to look at that in a minute, yeah? But I mean, those wheels are massive on this.
Yeah, these are huge.
What are we playing with back here?
We were looking at Western wheels, alloy, deep dish.
Yeah.
And what is it on the front? No.
Yeah. It's about what? How many inches wide are they though?
I think they're like 8 and 10.
10 at the back?
8 at the front.
8 at the front.
Yeah. I mean, it's built with some nice features. So you got this old gas tank.
Oh, that's really nice.
Not a plastic crappy one. And if you look inside here, you've got like old style wheel and the nice old dials.
Oh, they're really special, aren't they?
It's not like one of those ones you see from a cheap car kit.
No.
No, they're old style.
Authentic.
Yeah, it matches the style of the car.
Yeah.
And you've got the old seats, that, nothing with high tops and stuff like that. So it's like authentically done.
Yeah. Right, so I mean, what kind of power are we talking about with this thing here?
Okay, have a look under here. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's fitted a brand new Chevy V8 Weber carbs. It's a 400, but it's been rebored to 406.
All right.
Got a new radiator, fan system, oil coolers, digital ignition.
Yeah.
So it's all this is ready. You just got to put the electric parts in.
Right, that engine is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, what kind of power are we talking about with that?
Right, this engine is a Chevy 400 rebored to 406.
Yeah.
It's got original Weber 41 carbs.
Yeah.
600, over 600, around 618 brake horsepower.
Wow.
So there's been a few people have done this on a quarter mile with this car setup. They've been hitting around 10 seconds.
10 seconds?
Yeah, around about that.
That is insane.
So it's, it's the proper stuff. 600 horsepower in a car that weighs about, what can it weigh? 1,100 kilos?
Yeah. It's a fighter jet.
Hold tight.
It's a fighter jet, mate. This is airbound.
You're going to become very religious quickly.
Right, with all that power comes gearbox responsibility, mate. So what are we packing in there?
we're packing a Munchie M22 gearbox. It's quite a small gearbox from the late 60s, lightweight, and it's got the long gear. So
right.
number one, first gear, is a very long gear.
Right.
And then you're going to get more power. So as you can see, the car has got all the big bits ready to go. The exhaust pipes at both sides. You've got the airbox. Car's in a good condition, and I would drive it as it is. I'm not one of those snobs that need it super polished, and I like it in this little bit more raw condition.
Right.
There are a few bits and bobs you can see in some crazing in the fiberglass and stuff like that, but these are easy to fix. These aren't big jobs. Fiberglass, it's like working on a boat. Anyone can fix it. And I like the colour style, and this one's quite different because you've got the air scoop at the front here, which is a little bit different. And with the older features and everything like that, the owner so far he's put in a couple $100,000 with just the the engine and gearbox. So there's a lot of costs been added to this car, but it still needs to be finished.
Right.
So perfect for someone who's got COVID times now, sitting in the garage, just needs something to work on.
Right. So what's happening with this car right now then?
This car, it'll be sold as like a project car to be finished off. It'll be on your auction in a couple of weeks. And I mean, they're not complicated. You need perhaps 10 cables for the lights and the ignition, and then plug it all in with the water, and it's not a big job. They're not complicated cars. And I mean, when you finish with this car, they sell for 500,000.
Exactly.
In a nice condition.
And in the meantime, let's get it to the drag strip, yeah?
Yeah. Exactly. Hold on to your horse.
All right, so there you have it. Another edition of Cars of Sweden Live, and another amazing car. So I hope you really enjoyed the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. And we'll see you all again next week for some more Cars of Sweden Live.